Buenas. Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Barch.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Juan.
Hello.
Hey, Nate Suits.
Sean.
Hey, Lauren. Hi, Juan.
Hello. Can you hear me right now?
Hey, Griff.
Hey guys. Well, let's get this party started. Sorry for being a minute late there. It's praise time. I want to just major praise to Livia and Juan Carlos and Zoptimus and Tamra and really just the whole almost everyone for the MVV process and this huge success. We finally found we settled on an MVV and it's just so huge and it's so cool. Yeah, blown away. Also, want to make major praise to YGG and Vitor and Fabio and Sam and Santi and Jake and me for the TEC Hatch Params dashboard. The Hatch config dashboard is looking really cool. It's basically done. I'm excited to present it today. Oh, Mitch and Lauren absolutely couldn't have happened without you guys either. And I want to also dish praise to Tam for all of her organization work that really glues everybody together. And I want to praise Zeptimus for his awesome work on the recording bot. I'm super excited to see that happen. And I want to extra praise to Santi for being so hot to trot on the legal and like still pushing it forward, even though it feels like it's just like, oh, but we were done 2 months ago. Okay, you're ahead of the game. We get it. Jeez. And with that, I'll pass it to, let's go Tam.
Okay, so I'd like to praise Jess and Jeff for the sweet teamwork in this last sprint. As Jess says, it takes a village. Everyone on the Hatch config dashboard, I would like to praise twice. Griff, Amin, Christopher, and Merlin for the continuous evolutions to the Swiss membership DApp. Katie for the outstanding momentum and her on the onboarding and her fresh eye perspective. Livia for MVV, but for also just approaching all decisions and everything with such tact and care. Atta for the case study of the TEC. T. Wells, I really love your initiative. The onboarding framework looks really cool. I think that you have a lot to contribute and you're contributing in a really nice way. Nate for spearheading SEO. Vi, it's just such a pleasure to work with you. You really take problems on and solve them. Chewy, you have so much grace and thoughtfulness in how you approach things and your approach to understanding everything. And Lauren for that sick hat. And I pass to Septimus.
Thank you, Tam. I want to give praise to Livy, Griff, and Tam for the MVV runoff. I don't know who was one is Griff, but I don't know the others. But the one who was not passing is like, I really love the values of this one, so I praise to 3 of you. I also want to give praise to Juan because all the stuff that's going on in Gravity and he's approaching it with very kindly. But not only that, he's always available. He's like every time like someone needs your help, you are willing to help. So thank you so much. And I also want to express YGG because I'm seeing you more here and I really miss you. And I'll pass it to Nate.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Cool. I just want to praise Zepti for all the help he's doing with documentation. I want to praise the Hatch dashboard, which is really awesome and has really changed and evolved over time. Everybody who's worked on that. And then I want to praise Tam for all of her organization and her just, relentless staying on top of things. And then praise YGG for all that he does. And praise Chewy for the work he's done in comms. So I will pass to Vi.
I'd like to praise Chewy and Marco for all the work in comms. I'd like to praise Griff, Tam, and F2 representatively attend all meetings, or the stewards for attending all the meetings and being awesome. I'd also like to praise Juan, who's been doing a lot of work with Gravity. and Katie Suga, who's been showing up at the and Levy, who've been showing up at the TCAMS to onboard new people, and Bash for showing up on those and getting more involved. I'll pass to Mitch.
Thank you very much. And I've got a little list of praise here. Praise Vitor, Nugget, Griff, Lauren for excellent work on the Hatch dashboard. And I'd like to praise Marco, Nate, Tam, Chewy, and Suga for getting the ball rolling on the Hatch campaigns. And I will pass it to Wonka.
Thanks, Mitch. Well, I would like to praise Grief, Chewy, Dan, Livy, Lauren, Mateo, like everyone in this call, Santi, and there is people that is not in this call, like Metaverde, who is always like commenting and she's always around. And the Suga, it's nice to have one-on-ones. Tam is super organized, and I'm happy to see YGJ coming to one of these calls. Sep is always there with Ivy, and they have so much amazing ideas. Jess that just jumped in, and Eduardo ViVIV is amazing. And I just hope to keep working with most of you and keep working on this project. And I will pass to Suga.
Thanks. I would like to dish praise to Marco, ViVIV, T. Wells, and Chris for inviting me into the the project, the module. And also everybody who is there and is like, I'm not talking to you all the time and you're doing all the work that I can't see. Dan, Lauren, Santi, Juan, Septimus, Sam, who am I forgetting? Jessica, who I just saw, Nate, Mitch, and of course, Livia and Tam, who the two of them are just like helping me, like holding my hand every day, and they're amazing. I would, and I can't forget Craig, who's helping me take over the blog, and Chewy. And I will pass to Livia.
Thanks. I have a very messy list of praise here. I'll try to make sense. I want to praise Ivy and Marco for this new deck that we're going to be using today. I want to praise Shabden for hosting the bonfire chat on token engineering. That was super interesting. Praise Tamara for surviving a challenging no school week with such a good humor. I praise Griff, Lauren, Vitor, Mitch, and all the dashboard crew. It looks amazing. Also Jake. I want to praise Katie for her efforts on onboarding and writing and editing and just being like everywhere she can. And praise Wesley for being so proactive on token log. Praise Mateo, Santi, and ViVIV for making SourceCred better, but still being super careful about it. Praise Juan, Tam, Griff, Durgadas, Santi, Mateo, Nate, Zaptimus, Kate, and Marie, Chewy for being an active piece of SoftGov and making it better every time. And I pass to Jess.
Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Happy to see your faces here. I'm gonna praise Sam because I haven't touched base with you in a while, and I want to for building amazing stuff. I don't know. I just feel like I'm talking with so many projects about governance, and the reason that we're here and why we're able to do so many things is I actually want to praise Luke as well. You and Luke for having been the kind of like pillars and founding architects of all of these amazing tools. Camera, who worked really hard, and who's not here. He worked really hard this week to push out a pitch about the hatch finally and did a lot of diagramming. And I want to praise Mateo as well for all the source cred work that you're continuing to do and just holding it down, and also attending the CAD boot camp. That's really awesome. And I want to praise Chewy for taking over a lot of the comms duties and holding ground for that working group, since I've had to be in a lot of other places. And I want to praise Nate as well for also like shouldering and carrying communications. So, and I'll pass it to Sean.
Hey, thanks,
Wizard.
Jessica. Yeah, I'm getting a haircut today and a beard cut. Yeah, so there's lots of all my power.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So there's lots of praise going around today. It's so awesome. I have a lot of praise today. I haven't been able to make so many TEC calls lately, but I've been really enjoying the ones that I have been able to make, and just love to see all these faces here today. It's awesome. So I want to praise, first off, I have a lot, but Jessica and Jeff for representing the common stack and working very closely with my team at Longtail Financial. We have some really exciting things we're doing early drafts for a future instance of the commons, and I'm really excited to get to pitch that in the TEC coming up soon. So that's off the bat. I want to praise to Zeptimus for always being there, always holding space, always getting those recordings going, pushing the transparency working group, and also being such a good personality in all the calls, always adding to the calls. I want to praise Jake for always inspiring me to go out for runs. I've been working with Jake on a few different projects lately, and it's awesome to see him really growing in his career. I want to praise to Juan for always really living the life of a graviton and inspiring so many people. I want to praise.
Just so you know, the buzzer beeps, and I just didn't hear it either. And just for everyone, like that, we're trying to keep praise down.
Okay,
but
okay, I'll go fast. Okay,
Hey.
I have praise for Livy, Blair, Griff, Peter, Lauren, Barch, Tam, Sem, Nate, Durgados, Chewy, Sebnum, and I want to praise my mom. I'm staying at her place right now. I'm moving, so yeah. Okay, thanks. I'm not sure who's left to go. Maybe Eduardo, or can we go past the buzzer? I'm not sure.
Thank you,
Eduardo. Thank you.
Thank you. And I do praise you for cutting your beard. I want to praise Sam for another physical contact present last Friday. We were just hanging out. I want to praise Shui for being in many calls. Every call I am, you are there also, so that's really nice. I want to praise Tam for, as Lydia mentioned, this week of pressure and to have a nice one-on-one session to just be vulnerable. It's nice. It feels good. I want to praise Livy for a hacking session just today for Hatch Outreach. I want to praise Griff for a 15-minute call catch up that we needed to do. I want to praise Jake also for helping me out. And that will be all. I will pass it to Santi.
Thank you, Eduardo. I have my little notes here. I want to praise Juan Carlos for his incredible work on Gravity, leading it. I also want to praise Ivy for all the work she does behind the scenes, because she cannot join us many times due to the time frame, but she's always there. I want to praise Mateo and Livy and by Vivi for launching the first group of Source Cred committee. I want to praise Chewy. I want to praise Sam. I want to praise Sam and Zeptimus for joining me in this other project that I'm launching around art. I want to praise Tam for the help that she's also giving me. I want to praise all the new members that are joining us every week. It's incredible to see how this community is growing. I wanna praise Sean for all his continuous work on legal. I want to praise Jake for all the time that he's been around, and I can express how much I want to praise him. And I want to praise my boy for becoming 19.
And we pass it to Fabi.
Thank you, Septi and Santi. Okay, this time I would like to praise all the people that have been working on the tech dashboard. I think it's looking amazing. Also, I want to praise Paulo for the effort that he's putting on the tech hatch and the awesome demo that he will be showing today. And the last one, I want to praise Marco for always helping us with the design. I'll pass it over to Sam.
I pass it over somebody else because I almost without battery. I go last.
Sure, I'll pass it to Andy Barch.
I haven't been around for a while, so it's kind of some time ago. I'll praise Sean and Sam for a cool Params hack session, and Blair and Heacher for the Cat Labs boot camp. I'll pass it to Lauren.
Hi. Okay, yeah. I have so many praise, and I don't want to repeat praise too much, but first I want to praise Tam for being super supportive and getting me my comment stack here. I'm so excited about it. I'm sorry for just being so excited, but it's so exciting. I just want to wear it all the time. I want to praise Griff for being maybe the only person I know who's actually effective at multitasking. I want to praise Jeff, Jess, Chris, and Ivy for being really great at common stack comms and like organizing things within the chaos and being super supportive. And I want to praise Wonka for his work with Gravity, and also Durgadas for representing TEC and common stack in the metagame podcast episode. I just wrote show notes for it. It was very great. You should listen. And I want to praise also Mitch for being great with like back and forth DM support and jokes all the time. He's like one of my best friends. And I'll pass it to, who has it gone? Paulo.
Hi everyone. This week I would like to praise Gabi for helping me with some issues that I had related to the Hatch connector. I also wanted to praise Sam for the hack sessions that we did these last weeks. And yeah, I'll pass it to Lauren.
She passed it to you. We can pass it to Chewy.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you, Paulo. Thank you, Griff. Okay, first of all, I'd like to, I would triple praise if possible. Nate, Marco, Mitch, just all of their help, all of their support. It's just like unvaluable. Like, thank you so much, and for helping improving everything in comms. I would also like to praise Griff, Jake, and Vitor for their work in Params and for pushing me to try the damn thing and finally like getting a lot of stuff thanks to that. I want to praise also YGG because all of the new people that are getting close to the TEC and also, last, I'll praise really quick to Shebnem and Letty because Omega biweekly is like becoming one of my favorite spaces in TEC. And I'll pass it to Mateo.
Hey everyone, happy week. This week I want to praise Liv and Santi for leading the first Fed committee, Juanca for his work on Gravity and helping around in the Ethereum Colombia community. Blair, Jessica for organizing the CatCat studying group on Fridays, and especially YGG because he joined that session and helped Lauren around to solve some issues with the Python environment. And whoever is leading the logistics for the CS Love swag, I think it's Stan, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to praise Stan because I think it's getting the stuff to Colombia is really hard, and that happened, I don't know how, really fast, so I'm impressed. So that's amazing. I'll pass it to whoever is left. I'm not sure.
How about Vi?
He went, right?
I've gone.
Yeah, he went.
Oh, I'm so
Dan-
sorry,
Dan's left.
D-Dan.
I think
you're still muted. What?
Maybe Nate.
D-Den?
Yeah.
Sorry, I double tapped the mic. Yes, so thank you, and I want to offer some praise to 5IV for making the all the bridges to the different chat channels that aggregates our communication so that it's easy to review all in one place. That has been really awesome for me to yeah. So, and also for Juan Carlos, always being like really cool and encouraging. Griff always brings just like massive energy. I think I was just trying to see, I think he was like the first, one of the first people in the bringing energy in the token engineering general. So anyways.
I'd like to chip in and say that the bridges were set up by Glee Royale, not me.
Praise to him.
So,
Yeah, praise to Kai.
praise to Glee Royale.
And Sem, you still had to go, right?
Hey, I like to praise this week all the people that I am meeting in person because I think that part of the community, please go when we can go and met with each other because of course it feels super good to be in here in Discord, but also meeting away from keyboard. It makes also a lot of community. So this praise to Edu, this praise to Santi and to Paulo. I also would like to display to YCC because I like so much his hoodie. What's that? I think that the hoodie itself is better because I have seen somewhere announced. And I will also display to Paulo because he is doing the demo today. And I think that I was the last one.
You were indeed. And now we get to show off these awesome slides. So much praise to Marco and Ivy and the rest and all the stewards who added to these slides. We love praise. Praise is like the favorite, is the coolest thing that came out of the TEC so far. Well, maybe the MVV. Hard to say. Hard to say. There's a lot of cool things. But if you wanted to dish more praise and you didn't have enough, jump into the Discord TEC praise channel and just type it in. It's super easy. And if you don't have praise powers, talk to some stewards and we'll get you the praise power. But you can always dish praise in the TEC praise channel or really any Discord channel to jump in and give more praise. And also we have a TEC Telegram channel that is t.me/TEC praise, or no, TE praise/TE praise. And it's really nice to have you in that Telegram channel too. That makes it a lot easier to dish you praise. So if you want more praise, you want to be like this guy, jump into that Telegram channel. Welcome to the community call. I'm Griff. I'll be facilitating, and Wonka will be moderating for me. Thank you, Wonka. And we have a lot to go through, but it's always worth saying that if you see any issues in this community, even if it's just a small little thing like, oh, this person was a little rude to this other person, I better just help fulfill Eleanor Ostrom's principles and support the monitoring of this so that we can have the strongest relational fabric of any community out there. It's really not a bad thing. In fact, it's a great thing to fill out this form. And we need to get better at it as a community, at filling it out early so that problems don't become problems that anyone ever cares about. And with that, actually, I'll just pass it straight to Tam to talk about the Community Stewards Working Group.
You're muted.
Thank you for that. So I'd like to talk about the roadmap first. We are on schedule to hatch in the end of May still, to open the hatch in the end of May. And, of course, integrity of the hatch is the key driver for the opening of the hatch. So if there's any good reason to push out the date, of course we will, and we'll always be announcing that here. So today is the last day of our Sprint 8, Your Economy, Your Choice, and we chose our mission, vision, and values during this sprint. As with the end of every sprint, we do a retrospective, all of the stewards together, and we talk about all the great things that went well, all the things that could have gone better, and then finally what we can do to improve. And we have some actions to pull into this sprint. More icebreakers is something that we want to do. One of the things that I want to talk about is sprint planning. It's happening tomorrow for Sprint 9. If you want to see how the sausage is made, the call is open to everyone to come in and join the call or watch the Stewards channel on YouTube. And then lastly, progress towards the hatch. We have over 90 committed hatchers and over 400,000 in soft commits. So we are well on our way. And lastly, the Community Stewards call is 7 p.m. every Wednesday on the Stewards channel and right here on the TEC Discord. And I'll pass to Santi to give an update from the legal group.
Thanks a lot. All right, we're on the legal working group. We meet on Fridays, 4 p.m. Central European time. And if someone can please post the slides, that'd be great. And we are approaching the final phase of the terms for the proposals. We've been working several weeks on that. Sean has been providing a lot of content to that document that we are about to end, hopefully in the next spring. And with that, we'll have basically the two main documents that we've been working on, which was the hatching terms and the proposal terms. And besides that, we've been having great discussions around, the pricing system, and we are also discussing on Dandelion voting terms and some new, issues that come out every week. But those are our main concerns right now. We are, I would say, we're ready for the hatch, and that's all. I enjoy having more and more people on the calls every week. It's great, and I just want to give a big thanks to anyone or whoever posted that meme on the page, which is great. I'll pass it to Juan Carlos.
Thanks, Santi. Well, in Gravity, I am super happy about the way things are going. And here in the slides, there are a lot of links that you can click to get more information on what we're doing and help us. Because right now we are launching a step-by-step process that you can check in the forum, and you can give any feedback to see how can we improve. And it's like an easy step-by-step of the process that we're going to follow in Gravity. Don't be afraid to inform anything through the Gravity Typeform, because the idea is for us to be able to talk about things and to manage them in the right moment. It may seem that we are in the dark, but we act when we are called, and when there is signal of something, we also try to act very sedulously. But I think that everything is going great, and I'm super happy to be carrying this flag. And I invite all the Gravitons and everyone to jump into the Gravity call that is after this call. And we have a survey if you want to fill it, Gravity survey, please. That's something that you can do. And check all the information that we have in this working group. And with that, I will pass to Hatcher Outreach.
Hello there. Tam, do you wanna fill in with Hatch Outreach?
Yeah, I'll get started and then pass to you, Eduardo. So if you can go to the next slide, Griff. Okay, cool. So for Hatcher Outreach, it's a closed hatch. So, we've been really reaching out and having these one-on-one sessions with over 90 hatchers now. And we're going to start ramping down on these one-on-one sessions and start ramping up on ways of explaining that'll have greater reach and more clarity. So we're looking at ways of simplifying the complex and, building these kinds of easier things to see and sort of breaking down the phases and the steps. Published this article yesterday with a lot of help from Jess in editing and myself as well in contributions, so that we can have these explainers and make the hatch more understandable by more people as well. So I'd say that's what we're really focused on in the hatch team right now. And I'll pass to Eduardo to talk about the projects team.
Thank you, Tam. Yes, on proposals, we take a step back this week and basically analyzed why are we seeking out for proposals, and probably next community call next week, I will explain you the conclusion of this exercise that we did this week. The idea is to basically engage and sort of incorporate to the community the person who has already proposed on the forum. So if any of you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, take a look at the proposals in the forum just to check them out. You don't need to comment. Just it will be nice to be aware of what has been posted. These are people who has taken the time to post, and we are making an effort from the proposal team to acknowledge them and looking forward to see what comes out of this exercise. So I think the next is Libby.
Thanks, Edu. I'm also sharing my screen. I think it will be easier here. So we have a mission, vision, and values. Well, almost, because we are in this polishing phase now. So you can come here to the SoftGov agenda and find the mission, vision, and value statement. And we decided in the last SoftGov call that incorporating the feedbacks that were in the token log issue won't be to change anything like big. It will just be to refine. So we have like the best language and the best format to it. Also to respect all of the votes that we got. And this is really exciting because we got 37 new voters. So in the first session, we had 18 people that participated either proposing or voting. And now we had 37 voters. So it was like a huge jump of engagement. So thank you everyone who helped us promoting this and participated and voted on it. So here's a little bit small, but I took a screenshot of our final votes. And you can still go to token log and read all of the submissions I think you have to click in the repository. If you click here on the new issue, you will find them there. And do you have any feedback for token log? We are in this process of gathering data information. This is super helpful for Wesley, and he's already doing so many improvements in it. But if you have anything to add, you can come here and submit a new issue that he will take a look. And it's been a bit hard to schedule a session because everyone is busy, but we're gonna find a time soon, and this will be incorporated for the future sessions with the dashboard. And now, so we had our first SourceCred committee call that happened with Santi and Mateo. Praise for all the work you guys have been doing. And also ViViV took on a huge task, that is to create a bot similar to OneHive, but not only a bot that collects addresses of people to add to SourceCred, but also a bot that sends all of these addresses to a spreadsheet. So we're gonna have a whole repository of addresses just from the TEC without being entangled with the common stack and the trusted seed like we have now. So it's going to be huge for the autonomy of the TEC moving forward, and we'll be able to use that sheet of addresses to put it manually, still unfortunately on SourceCred, but also to use for other token mintings if we need. And tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST, we're having a glossary hack session. So here's the glossary that Craig, so much praise for Craig that started this and did such a great job on putting like all of this information here, and also for Meech and Nate and others who came and contributed. So tomorrow we're having a hack session to look. We'll send a few of those to each person and work on them together to make it better and to have this narrative very crisp and clear for everyone that is checking this out. And then the last thing is that we have AMA calls every Wednesday at 4 p.m. CET, and Katie is doing an amazing job on coordinating with new contributors. And if you want to collaborate with something and don't know where to start, reach out to her or come to the AMA sessions with us. And with that, I'll pass to Zaptimus and Transparency.
Can you give the slides, Livy? Oh, great. I was not able to see Griff before. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Thank you. On transparency, can you go on we meet every 2 weeks on Monday, so we did a meeting this week, so next week we don't have, but next one we will have. Can you go to the next slide? Because, for the audits, we already did most of them. We only left Comms, Stewards, and Omega. So before the hatch, all the audits are going to be done for sure. Then, if you click the link of the transparency on our platforms, like we're working with Nate on the second one. This one. With Nate, we found like the credentials on the platforms was a bit messy and not transparent at all. We have a key base, but now we will having this document, and we probably will find some place where it's more transparent, but we're working on it, so everyone knows what's the point of contact for all our platforms. And the last point, we have the bot ready. Like you just go on any room and you press exclamation record, and the bot will come and record, and when you are done you just put exclamation save, and the meeting will be recorded and it will be sent on the Discord chat. So on the next transparency call we will be discussing how to approach and organize all this information, and that's all for transparency. And then for Omega Working Group, we were having a super fun call this week, and we have a round of everyone's feelings. We were building the manifesto together, we were adding topics, it was super cool. And then there will be 2 work sessions. If you go to the next slide, because I don't remember the names, Letty and Lydia will lead. They have philosophy and anthropology backgrounds. Omega is super fun, super cool. So you should join. And if you have something else to add, Livy, or otherwise, we pass it to Params.
No, it was just you said Letty and Livia. I was just gonna Letty and Shabnan are gonna lead. But thanks, Sept. That was great.
Okay, hi everyone. For the comms working group, we meet every Tuesday. It's are those times correct? Oh yeah, it's EST. So 12 p.m. EST and 6 p.m. Central European time. So this week we have for updates. We have a new article by Jess. What's in a hatch? So don't miss it. It's a really good piece on what we're about to get into. yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I just wanted to just share a little bit. Tamara kind of briefly mentioned, but this is actually an article authored by the Commons Stack. So Jeff and Tamara and myself and Griff as well working together, and it's talking about this as a deployment pattern of the Commons Stack, kind of an analysis that explains the legal and cultural insulation that goes into this process, and kind of breaking it down why we call it a hatch, and then the mechanics of the hatch, looking at phase 1 and phase 2, phase 1 being the launch of the hatch DAO and phase 2 being the commons upgrade, and the kind of why we're doing it and how it happens and in what steps. And Tamara made these really great diagrams to very clearly explain who, what, and how people can participate in each step of the process. And then also looks at the parameters of phase 1, which the hatch is coming up really soon, as you all know, and the parameter configuration. So, and then it tells how people can participate in making sure that people activate their trusted seed, and then reaching out to join in the Hatcher AMA. So this is the start of kind of beginning to document and share this analysis with the wider community, so they can understand the kind of mechanics of what's happening and what steps. And then we are hoping to put out a phase 2 piece looking at the parameters and talking about how the next phase is going to go down. But for now, this is like a first kind of announcement to the Commons Stack community and those who are watching to look at the pattern and this kind of like as a blueprint and design. So yeah, I literally, like after this meeting, will be going and tweeting this out. So you're getting a look, and we'll be distributing around. If you like it, give it a clap and a share. And also hopefully this can be helpful for the Hatcher outreach group, as Tamara said, to be using this in communications. And then we can pull out kind of a TLDR from here to share. So thanks, Chewy.
Oh, thank you, Jess.
That's amazing, I have to say.
So we're also starting something new for the comms working group, and I've been mentioning it in some of the working groups. We're gonna start content workshops. This is not like really like a working group. It's not like to be taken like the idea is that we can listen to some music and go through some of the stuff and the content that we're working on, and try to have like a more like community approach before we present this in working groups and stuff like that. So we can develop and work out all of the content a little bit more. So this is going to take place on Mondays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. UTC on Mondays and 2 p.m. UTC on Thursdays. We also have for update T-Waltz's onboarding module, which is really, really great. If you want to contribute in some way, if you'd like to add in like some content, please feel free to drop by in the either in the weekly working group or just directly in his presentation if you want to like drop a suggestion or comment. Also, I got done with the transparency audit, and it was not great. So I wanted to make a commitment with the rest of the community to have another audit in 2 weeks and try to improve our transparency, and also solve most of the issues with bureaucracy that were brought up in the last sprint retrospective meeting. And also, just to finish, just we will never get tired of insisting with meme parties. Just come to the meme parties; they're very fun. Like, this meme is real. Like, come see by yourself. So this also is gonna help us a lot with generating new content and just like communicating ideas in the only way memes can do. So thanks everyone, and I'll pass it to Params.
That's me. So I'll be covering for Jake this week. Lots of action on the Param side of things. We have Param's party at 3 p.m. tomorrow to test our newest additions to the Hatch config dashboard. After watching the other Hatch parties, there was a lot of problems on designing the impact hour rate curve. The impact hour rate curve is the hardest thing to design in the Hatch. And so it was really great to get all of your feedback, and we failed user acceptance testing time after time, and so this is our last one. Hopefully, you guys will love our new addition that Sem came up with. We had an open discussion about different ways of how we could change the impact hour slope into be more user friendly. And what we're doing now is basically you get to pick the point right here in this cursor. So you get to say, oh yeah, I want at our target goal, I want the impact hour rate to be X. And that actually determines the slope of the curve based off of the maximum impact hour rate, which we're going to change to impact hour rate at infinity, which is basically the asymptote of this line. So there's kind of like a mystery line somewhere here where this curve never goes above that line, no matter how much we raise. Now, it doesn't actually have any impact in this, but it does have impact in the formula, and it changes the curve. So effectively, you'll pick a point, how much do we want to raise at target goal, and you can go look at the other data to see like, oh, what does this mean? At this rate, and then you can use the slider to kind of change the shape of the curve, and that's that. Hopefully it will be much easier for people to use. So please join us tomorrow. It's a little late for the Europeans, I understand, but we really do need as many people as possible to come in and tell us if things make sense. Tell us how we can improve this process. Hopefully it will be the last round. You can propose parameters right now. We're not changing the underlying structure. If you want to propose parameters, it will work even with impact hour slope. Effectively, this replacement just derives an impact hour slope, and we hide that from the users. So that's the main updates. Vitor and Fabio have been hacking all week on this. It's amazing how fast they're working with this. So really appreciate their support, and hopefully we'll get this out this week. And with that, I'll pass it to Common Swarm.
Okay, we have a demo, I think, but Pablo is going to do it. Are you ready, Pablo?
Yes. 1 second.
Actually, the update of this week, Pablo, go ahead. This you almost have all the updates.
Yes. So this last week we've been working on the front end, updating some components and redesigning others. We also work close with Gabby's to update and improve the Aragon Connect libraries. And for this demo, I'm going to show 2 hatches. One hatch on the funding stage and the other one on the close stage, so you guys can see how can we redeem tokens or contribute to the hatch with the new UI. So give me a second and I'll share my screen. Okay. So can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Great. 1 second. So this is we redesigned the hatch code. I still need to do some small fixes on the labels, but the idea is to have a 3-circle graph. One which tells you the target goal, that is more like a social goal, because it doesn't affect the contract logic. So this will be the main circle, and next to that we have two small circles right here that displays both the min goal and the max goal. So in this case, we have like a min goal of 5 RAP XI and a max goal of 500, and we set a social target goal of 10. So down here, this is from the previous frontends that I show on other past meetings. So basically, we also improve the impact hours rewarded tokens that you get. In this case, because I have such a small amount of impact hour rewarded tokens, which is like 0.0005, it doesn't show. But the idea is that if you contribute to the hatch with bigger amounts of RAPXI, your impact hours reward will increase. So for this example, I'm gonna, for example, try to contribute 0.3. Oops. Okay. This is for the network. Sorry. So right now, I'm signing the allowance transactions that basically give the hatch permissions to retrieve my tokens and send it to the funding pool. Well, to the hatch pool and right now the main goal targets are updated, and also the small one. So yeah, this is one of the improved UIs that we did, and I also wanted to share with you another hatch app that I have right here, so you guys can see how to redeem tokens once the hatch closes. 1 second, please. Okay. I'm launching the other front end. So, okay. So let me share my screen again.
Oh, you're still sharing?
Yes. 1 second. Now, so this is other example. In this case, we reach all the goals, and this is the point when the hatch closes and the vote is created, so we can migrate the DAO. So, but in this case, I want to redeem some tokens that I have. So I click here, and a new side panel shows up. And here you can see, you can set how many tokens do you want to redeem. For example, I'll set one hatch test token. That will give me approximately 0.6 TDIs in this example. So.
And redeem is the same as rage quit. So.
Yes. So in this case, okay, I redeem 1 token, the transaction went through, and right here, the token label that shows you how much tokens do you have updated. Previously, I had 2.44, and now I have 1.44. And yeah.
Is there a plan to let the community be able to attack some of these tools, some of this week?
Yes. Right after the call, I want to deploy another DAO that I have, so you guys can play with it.
If it takes so long, because these things sometimes take so long, maybe just this demo, it was enough. If we can, I will not promise, by the way.
I mean, we just need to deploy another DAO, but the idea is to upload it to the Hatch demo production server, and so you guys can.
In the beginning, so people can also donate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this DAO, I just wanted to show what happens when the hatch closes, but the idea is to open a new one and start contributing.
Cool. Yeah, because it would be really awesome to get everyone to practice rage quitting and asserting their confidence that if they don't like how things go in the Hatch DAO, hey, it's all, you can leave, and that's really a confidence booster for everyone, I think. But one more, so we have a spotlight today, and it's kind of a weird one. It's going to be interactive. So thank you guys, by the way. Common Swarm, amazing work. This was the last piece that we had in the DAO. So super amazing, and glad to see we're done. It's so cool. But I want to post in the community hall channel a link, and I strongly recommend everybody click this link. So let me share screen. We are doing a very interesting spotlight. It is a Gravity Typeform spotlight. So if you have any issues, big or small, we have this awesome form that actually exists solely to monitor the relational fabric of our DAO. But it only works if we actually use it. So I'm going to show you how easy it is. And honestly, I would love it if you guys can think of anything, just a tiny thing that needs a little help, then put it in here. So for example, I'm going to start. So it's very simple. And I would love it if you guys don't watch my screen, although it's here for the video, go into the Typeform and try it yourself. And don't be scared of playing with it. So what's an email? Hey, guess what? This is my email, guys. And what is your name? G-Money. No. Discord handles. I'll just put in my Telegram handle. Let's see. Suggestion. I think I have a small scale conflict. And it's at Solstice and Lydia. And you can see this is a very small conflict. This is not a real conflict, honestly. It's barely. Yeah, please describe the most objective way the situations you would like to inform. If there is sensitive information, don't give any details unless reached you. Oh, nice. It's not a big deal, but Zeb said Lydia was leading a group, research group, but then Lydia said it's actually Sevno. I hope there's a problem there. Oh no, there probably isn't, right? How could it be managed? Yeah, I think it can just be managed by talking to people. There's definitely no sanction. And Done. See how it's super simple, super fast, super easy. And if you guys have any things that can improve the relational fabric, this was something that I just came up with. It probably it maybe it merits a gravity form, maybe it doesn't. You know, if someone gets someone's name wrong, if someone has, you know, these are just ways that we can like. It can be anonymous. I didn't have to put in my email there. But it could be a way just to alert someone like, hey, you know, like maybe Lydia wanted to lead that call. Like, I don't know. So let's just make sure that there's no problems here, you know, and it really helps us make a stronger community. And with that, I want to pass this. I want to just encourage everyone to check out our Gravity call, which is right after this. And thank you all for coming to the community call. Really appreciate it.